I married my husband Mark 4 months ago. It was supposed to be the best day of our lives, but my brother-in-law completely hijacked it right in the middle of our reception. During what was supposed to be the best man's speech, Kevin grabbed the microphone. Instead of giving a toast, he turned to his girlfriend of 6 months, dropped to one knee, and proposed. The entire room went silent. The attention completely shifted away from Mark and me. The rest of the night became their engagement party. To make matters worse, Mark's parents were thrilled and didn't see the issue, telling me to stop being selfish and that joy multiplies. I cried for an hour. Kevin never apologized. He just said, "Hey, everyone was already dressed up. It made sense." I promised myself I would get even, but I waited for the perfect moment. That moment came last week at Thanksgiving. Mark and I hosted Thanksgiving at our house for his entire family. A few days before, Kevin texted the family group chat saying he and his fiancée had a life-changing announcement to share during dinner. I knew exactly what it was they were expecting, and I knew exactly how to handle it. I spent days preparing. When everyone arrived, the atmosphere was great. We sat down, and just as Kevin cleared his throat and stood up to make his announcement, I stood up right next to him, clinking my glass loudly with a spoon. "Oh, Kevin, I'm so glad you're standing," completely cutting him off. Because Mark and I actually have a huge announcement of our own, and we just couldn't wait another second. Kevin looked furious, but the rest of the family gasped and leaned in. "We are officially moving," I announced dynamically. Mark got the promotion he's been working toward for years, and we are relocating to a gorgeous new house 3 hours away. Next, the room erupted. Mark's aunts and grandmother jumped up to hug us. Questions started flying about the house, the job. We intentionally kept the conversation going for a solid 20 minutes. When things finally calmed down, Mark's mom turned to Kevin. "Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. You stood up earlier. What was your news?" Kevin was completely deflated. The momentum was totally gone. He looked at his fiancée, cleared his throat, and muttered, "We're having a baby." Because the energy had already peaked, the reaction was incredibly subdued. People were just like, "Oh, congratulations. That's great," before someone immediately pivoted back to asking me if our new house had a backyard. Kevin, his fiancée, looked like she wanted to cry, and Kevin spent the rest of dinner glaring at me. Later that night, Kevin cornered me in the kitchen. "You did that on purpose. You stole our moment. This was supposed to be our night." I looked him dead in the eye, took a sip of my drink, and smiled.